This is the Rangers POSTCAST, your instant game reaction for the Texas Rangers, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Well, the big Rangers road trip started in Anaheim last night. Unfortunately, we are still waiting for the Rangers to show up because they have not done so yet. What the heck is going on? Bad loss last night, another bad loss tonight. Two of the worst this season at really an inopportune time. And the Rangers fall to the Angels again, this time by the final of 8-5. And here we go. Welcome into the Rangers POSTCAST, your team every single game, your team every single day. My name is Jeff Biggs, longtime host and reporter. Thank you for staying up after midnight to be a part of the show tonight and for watching Locked On Sports Rangers, your destination after every single game. You can also follow us on the Locked On Rangers podcast feed. That is where you will find the great work of Bryce Paterick each and every single day. Gonna keep this one a little bit short tonight, just because it's so late and we don't need to rehash this one. I think the best thing to think about right now is just that Nate Eovaldi's on the mound tomorrow night, and hopefully they will avoid the sweep and then try to get back at it in Seattle. And a little other positive note, the Mariners did lose tonight in Sacramento to the A's 6-1. But the Rangers, after fighting back to take the lead, they gave it right away. And this is not the team that we saw on the 8-1 homestand, for sure.
This is what you'll be talking about.
Well, again, last night was the hangover loss. I don't know what you want to call this one, but after that long night and ugly loss last night, hated the way that this one started off tonight. The Angels jumping out to a 2-0 lead on that botched play in the bottom of the first inning. That kind of set the tone for the night. I thought Patrick Corbin really pitched his tail off. 3 runs, 2 earned on 3 hits with 3 walks and 6 strikeouts. Again, as he has done each and every start all season long, gave the team a chance to win, and he certainly deserved better multiple times, but was just not meant to be tonight. Very nice to see, on a positive note, good to see Kyle Higashioka back, hitting not only behind the plate, but also back where he left off offensively with the solo home run in the 4th and then another in the 8th. That was a highlight for sure, a good one. Adolis Garcia made up for his drop in the 4th inning with an RBI single in the 5th, and then he really made a spectacular home run saving catch in the bottom of the 5th on the hit by Shonwell to end that inning. And you're thinking, okay, the Rangers are getting their momentum back, and this will be the night that they get back into the win column. How about Ezekiel Duran getting crushed on social media most of the game? Had arguably his biggest hit of the season with that 2-run single in the 6th. That put the Rangers on top 4-3. Their first lead of the game. Unfortunately, it did not last long.
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
Yeah, simply put, the bottom of the 6th, the Angels jumped on the Gray Wolf, Jon Gray, for 3 runs, huge runs, all with 2 outs, and that was the ball game. Just like that, the Rangers find themselves with a 2-game losing streak, and it'll be very interesting to see if anything goes down tomorrow in the finale. Not just because Nate Eovaldi's on the mound, but the Angels are feeling a little cocky. And then we had that Bush League incident in the bottom of the eighth when the Angels manager tried to put on a show after Neto and Trout were hit by pitches, just good inside pitches by Sean Armstrong. He was not trying to hit anybody. The Rangers were trying to win the game. You have to pitch inside. It's part of the game. We all know that. And again, it was just embarrassing. And look, we talked about this last night. The Angels know the Rangers. They know them as a division rival, and they get up. They get up to play the Rangers. This is a big rivalry for them, big series for them, and they played like it. And so now it's up to the Rangers to respond and avoid the sweep tomorrow night in the finale. Jock Peterson did make an appearance as a pinch hitter in the eighth, more of the same. He grounded out to first. Bruce Bochy was asked, I believe, before the game, hey, do you feel like maybe Jock Peterson was rushed back maybe too soon? And Boch said, well, that's a fair question. He said that he's seen it go both ways, where some guys need a little more time, other guys jump right back in. And I think, I said this before, I was under the impression that Jock was not going to come up until he was ready. And clearly he has not been ready. I understand he's a pro, he's a vet. They want to give him the respect and the courtesy and all that. But, we'll see. We'll see what happens tomorrow in the finale. All right, when we come back, we're going to hear from you via the Rangers comment crew. Tough one tonight. The Rangers fall to the Angels by the final of 8-5. This is the Rangers POSTCAST. Well, I think without a doubt, one other positive for this week has been Game Day Hue. And tonight's episode is brought to you by Game Day Hue. And so is this hat that I'm wearing. For fans like me, this one hits the mark. Game Day Hue makes clean, no logo gear with team-inspired colorways for every pro and college fan base. It's all about letting your colors speak for you. No giant logos, just smart, versatile style that works on game day, on the course, or anywhere in between. And it's not just the hats. Again, check out their split shade gloves made for the golf course, or the perfect gift for the fan who has everything. I mean, these are really, really good gloves. And again, sometimes you just want classy and stylish without the fanfare, and Game Day Hue really comes through. So right now you can get 15% off with code MLB15 at GameDayHue.com. That's GameDayHue.com. The code even stacks on bundle deals. So now is the time to load up. Let your colors talk, because colors speak louder than words. That's GameDayHue.com, code MLB15. Okay, we're back. Rangers POSTCAST. Rangers go down to the Angels in Anaheim again. Angels get the series with the win tonight, 8-5. Alf leading us off as always. Good evening, Alf. Sorry that you and Shirley had to watch this one, but Alf says, hey, win or lose, I love me some Higgy. So we might be in the market for Bednar. That could be interesting. Peagle up. Hate to see Gray struggle. Did pretty well early on, considering Kikuchi is usually a Ranger killer. Yeah, we'll see. And by the way, with tomorrow being 1 day away from the MLB trade deadline, be sure and check out Bryce Patrick and his show tomorrow and again on Thursday, and he will have the very latest. As we said, we've been saying the Rangers are looking to boost up their bullpen. The good news is, out of all the positions in MLB, there's probably more available, of more relievers available than any other position. So I'm pretty confident that the Rangers will be able to do that, be able to add somebody. Would really love to see them add a bat. I think, when you see a lot of these defensive miscues in the outfield, I think that's something to think about. But we'll see. We'll find out soon enough. The championship game says, look on the bright side, at least Jock Peterson wasn't in there tonight. Silent Doom 79 says, getting real sick and tired of playing on the West Coast and seeing the same teams. Would love a division switch. Angel fans are horrible, barely 10 to 15K per game. Know nothing about the game. PA guy plays the same over and over, and yet we can't go in there and take care of business. Yeah, I'll tell you what, over the last decade or so, sadly, the Angels have really fallen and have become one of the worst organizations, not only in baseball, but in sports. And it's sad to see for them. But yeah, I agreed. And yet, like I said, they get fired up. They get fired up to play the Rangers. It's a big game for them, for sure. Soldier X says, absolutely cannot lose a series to the Angels. The schedule is about to get really difficult next 10 games, and if they are going to Seattle playing like this, they are going to get swept. Well, I would hope, and that's a great point, I would hope, again, after that embarrassing issue in the 8th inning and losing 2 in a row, just like that, after the big 8-1 homestand, they've lost 2 in a row. You would hope that would fire the guys up coming in there tomorrow for the finale. I hope. We'll see. But like I said, the road trip started last night. The Rangers still haven't shown up yet. BB says, I follow the homestand, got some optimism out of it. If they get swept tomorrow, I may stop following for a month. I have better uses for my time and money. I hear you, man. I am sick and tired of blowing leads. If they are in playoff contention by late August, I may tune back in. 4 errors is unacceptable. We are not the Yankees. Yeah, I hear you. Timothy says, embarrassing throwing by the pitching staff and defense, simply cannot locate at all. Angels are happy to take balls while Rangers, especially Adolis, are swinging at balls in the dirt. LOL. Yeah, I will say this. Not only have the Angels been scrappy, they know the Rangers. They know it's a division rival, and they have done a good job of scouting and knowing the Rangers pitchers and doing a good job at the plate, making them throw strikes. And that's what you should do. That's what the Rangers have been doing. That's why they've been winning. You want to get that, hits and walk number up and bring the strikeouts down. And they've been doing that, but they got hits tonight, but didn't get enough, and they gave up too many runs. Ragamuffinable says, I noticed less comments on a loss. Imagine that. Yeah, well, I think that, and to be honest, I think it's so late. That's part of it. But yeah, I think, hey, when they're winning and they're playing like they should, it's great. And when they play bad like this, It's ugly for sure. John says great plays followed by incredible stupid plays. Yeah, that's how these first two games have been, for sure, no doubt. Isaac says throw this series in the garbage, can salvage the series tomorrow and move on to playing Seattle. Well, I'll tell you what, you guys know, as I do, Rangers have had a really, not only, I mean, a lot of teams have lost to the Mariners this season, but the Rangers have had a really rough time playing up there. And so this would be a great way to really kind of get back in their groove if they could have a big series in Seattle. But I'll tell you what, I said this, I don't think it's anything intentional or on purpose by the Rangers, but clearly after that big homestand, the flight up to Anaheim, and maybe they had a little time on Sunday night, but you get the sense from the way that these games have played out that kind of the thought was, okay, we'll go to SoCal, we'll have a few nice days in Anaheim, maybe play some golf or whatever. We'll take care of business against the Angels, and then we'll have the big series in Seattle. But hey, you know what? To the Angels' credit, they were jacked up and they came ready to play, and they have handled their business for sure. Clint says Chris Young wants to say we have no moves to make at the deadline. Yeah, I mean, I hope not. I from what I understand, they're trying, they're looking, they're trying. So we'll see. One more from Alf. Said it before. Peterson is a rotten apple. He brings down those around him. I actually thought we were going to go for Naylor, but Seattle got him. Yeah, that was a rumor. We'll see. We'll see what they do. Geo777 says the 6 games at Anaheim, the Rangers offense has averaged 7.6 runs a game, but the pitching has allowed an average of 6, and the Rangers are 2-4 in these games. Yeah. Ethan says Marcell Ozuna to Texas is close, according to reports. Didn't he get hurt, though? Didn't something happen with him? We'll see. Congrats, Hammy, for induction. Oh, for Josh Hamilton in the Rangers Hall of Fame. Absolutely. Yeah. Love Josh. John Crabtree says, don't think Gray is going to be closing games. No. Let's see. A couple more. Alf, I'll have to. I know you're ribbing me about Kevin Kennedy. I'm trying to wait for a good opportunity for him. I didn't want to do it this week because it's so late. So I want to try to do it maybe on the next homestand. We'll see. Timothy says, happy to see all the strong contact is paying off. Simeon had a strong game today as well. Corbin, if not for some bad errors, had another strong outing. Wyatt heating up. Some Higgy makes me happy. Yeah, good to see Higgy back where he left off. And hey, rough couple games, but got to get it tomorrow with Eovaldi on the mound, especially since he's not going to pitch against Seattle. Got to get the win tomorrow, avoid the sweep, and then start the showdown with the Mariners. But hey, most of all, big time props to you guys. Thank you for staying up late and for joining the show. Really appreciate it, more than I can say, and love being a part of this. And don't forget, tomorrow during the day, be sure and check out Bryce Patrick's show tomorrow. I know he'll have a lot to say, and he'll have, again, the very latest on where the Rangers are at before the MLB trade deadline. All right, final score tonight. Rangers fall to the Angels 8-5. We will be back with you after the finale tomorrow night. Thank you again. Have a good day tomorrow. This has been the Rangers Postcast.